what do you want to do when you graduate from Ivy?
Well, currently I'm hoping to go on and become an accountant. So.
Wonderful.
So I've not decided which kind of stream, whether I want to be a management accountant or a chartered accountant. But currently I'm leaning towards the chartered accountancy, but we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping to kind of discover that throughout my education.
Have you done anything to look into the accounting as a career?
Yes, I've actually gone on different websites to see, what type of certifications I need. So I do know that I have to complete a 4-year undergrad, and then I need to take a couple of examinations so that I can get that certification, as well as I need to get 2 years work experience.
Do you have any work experience in accounting?
No, I don't, but I do have a lot of experience in general with business. I was part of DECA in high school, and I actually was able to make it to the international leg of the competition. So we did deal with accounting type court type cases where we had to analyze balance sheets and see what type of things are related, how much a company is generating in revenue, how much liabilities are coming to. So I do have a background and in kind of the basics of accounting, and I hope to kind of foster and develop my skills throughout my education.
Yeah, I was very impressed with that third answer actually, because for 2 reasons. First of all, I asked you, have you done any, have you worked in an accounting office? The answer is no. You weren't embarrassed by that. You said, no, you haven't. But hey, look what I have done, right? So you took what was potentially a bad situation. Hey, you want to be an accountant, but you haven't done any yet, And you said, well, actually, I have done stuff. And it wasn't the question I asked, but it was very, very close. And I think you did a really good job of using the question that I asked to, again, tell me more about what, if you want to be an accountant, you want to come to Ivy, you're interested in accounting, and yes, you have done some stuff. So
I'm from Vancouver, so if I was to attend Sauder, I'll be reading textbooks all day, hoping to learn what management is, and etc. But if I go to Ivy, I'll actually learn how to learn. I'll learn how to learn, and that's my main reason for going to Sauder.
You don't like the idea of going to Sauder? Bad school, is it?
Oh no, it's a wonderful school.
Yeah?
Okay. I'm very good friends with a lot of people who are attending it, but it's just not what helped me.
Okay. Well, what do you think you could bring to the Ivy classroom?
Ivy looks for people who are interested in business, who want to pursue certain career paths, and who are committed to learning. And I'm all 3 of those. I want to learn more about business. I want to learn how to be a better person, and I follow Ivy's values.
Okay. Do you have any concerns? Is there anything worrying you about coming to Ivy? Anything you're not sure about?
Honestly, I did a lot of my due diligence before coming to Ontario, because that's a big switch for me. I'm the only person in my family who have come to Western Ontario, go outside of the city to attend university. So there's not much that worries me about attending.
We got to the point where he was telling me about his family. He's the first person in his family ever to leave BC, right? Yeah. So that's pretty good for the half a minute or so of conversation. So he did that. There was one other thing that he did really well. I tried to tempt him, and he didn't take the bait. I tried to get you to say, you thought it was just a load of junk, and you wouldn't. And that's good, because you should never ever speak badly of another school or another employer or anything else like that. It does not look good. Have you ever come across a situation in any of your work experience where you've had to work with somebody who is difficult to work with?
Wow, that was a really interesting question. Okay.
So the question was hard, but it's a fair question.
Yes, it is.
And it's one that you need to be prepared to answer in general in a job interview. Yeah, stories are always good. So you ask for a tricky situation, come up with one. A very explicit situation if you can think of one. And again, if you're prepared, you will have something from your work experience. You can think of people that you. I can certainly think of people that I don't get on with, but you still have to work with them, and that's just the way it is. So you again, I guess it's all around getting prepared, isn't it? But you can be sure that the competition for the very best jobs is ferocious. If you set your heart and mind on McKinsey or whatever it is, and you've made it to the interview, and you've got 20 minutes or half an hour in which to get it dead right and nail the job, you will be very, very stressful. We have a lot of people who are very dedicated and will spend quite a lot of time with you in the program, polishing your skills, doing things like this. You know, you'll get a chance to do more of this, and the resume writing and the networking, all the stuff that you're practicing here. Expect to get a whole lot more of it than I do, because it will. It is a very, very important part of your progress, your efficient progress into the world of work. By all means, practice as much as you can.